Two names, one game, a rivalry that goes back years. If you've grown up watching Fortnite back in the day, you know these two names, Myth and Tfue. Today we're going through the whole story, when it started, what happened along the way, and why the internet is talking about then again right now in the summer of 2026. So let's get into it. To subscribe before reaching 50k subscribers before GTA 6 comes out. And I'll eat a paper. I will. Back in 2018, Fortnite was the biggest name of the planet. Oh fuck. Forget it. I know where it was. Fuck that shit. Back in 2018, Fortnite was the biggest name of the planet, and two of the names were the top of the scene were of Myth, Kabani, and Tfue Tourney. Myth was known for his builds, fast, clean, and hard to hit. He signed with the team solo made no TSM. Early in 2018, that move gave him a real home in esports and brought him a huge new fan base. Tfue was known for something different. Raw aim, pure mechanic skills. He signed with the FaZe clan in April of 2018 pretty quickly. He was seen as one of the best players in the world at the game. The two of them crossed paths at the time, scrims, duels, random pop-up 1v1s on stream. Fans love it watching him go head to head because the style was so different. One guy building whole forts in seconds. The one guy was clicking heads. Either side were really won the argument of who was better. That's what kept people watching. Now, here's what a lot of people can confuse because they heard Tfue drama and they think it involves Myth. It doesn't, not really at all. In May of 2019, Tfue filed a lawsuit against his own team, FaZe Clan. He said the contract he signed was unfair. He claimed the orc was taking a huge cut on his earrings, more than 80% by some reports, and putting restrictions on him that he thought were unreasonable, but he put a video laying out of this out and spreads everywhere. FaZe Clan pushed back a few months later, but they filed their own lawsuit against him. The two sides argued back and forth for a long stretch. Eventually, they settled the whole thing and moved on. So, where does Myth fit into any of this? He wasn't part of the lawsuit. He wasn't target of the either. Actually, it was the time when Myth spoke it out in support of Tfue. He posted that he felt bad of what Tfue was going through. Other streamers from TSM joked around about the situation too, but none of them was aimed at Tfue. If anything, the Fortnite streaming community mostly railed behind him. So no, there was never a courtroom battle of a public forum between these two guys. That part of the story was just two separated careers that happened to overlap at the same time. Fast forward a couple years, Fortnite cut off, all their games took over, streamers moved on to Valorant, to Warzone, and whatever was next. Myth started with the TSM thought distracted, but things started to shift behind the scenes. Key people left the organization. Leena, the president at the time, moved to the Bijirzen. One of the org's most well-known names left too. By the end of 2021, Myth made the call not to resign with this TSM and lost the family feeling that he used to have for him, and that he wanted to try new things, but it was framed as a mutual friendly split, not a blow up. Tfue's path had his own bumps too. He stepped away from streaming for a while in 2023, became back that a year later, tried different games, but slowly built his way back into people's feed. Both of these guys spent years being talking about less than they used to be. That's just how streaming world works. Games change, audience move, and people just age out the spotlight for a while, which brings up to now, July of 2026. Out of nowhere, both Myth and Tfue post the exact same message on their pages, just 4 words. Tfue versus Myth, July 24. No context, no explanation, just a date. And the internet went nuts. Within the day that posted had racked up hundreds of thousands of views. People were tagging the favorite streamers, asking if they'd be watching betting markets even open it up, letting people put money on who would win. That setup that got teased was a callback to the old days. Tilted towers, full health, assault rifle, and shotgun only, no shooting people while they're building. Basically a throwback rules select straight out of 2018. Nick Mertz reacted to the announcement with just fire emojis. No more explanation needed, but that's how big this felt to people who remember the old original era. Then July 2024 actually came. The format was first to 50 wins. Not just one match, but a whole grind of rematch, and right out of the gate, Myth took round 1. That single result sent people into a freezing online. Comments went flooded with reactions that a lot of them shocked that Tfue looked rusty this early. Some fans pointed out that Tfue had spent a lot of time recently playing other games, so his movement and reflexes in Fortnite especially might have slipped a bit. Other fans just give Myth credits for staying in sharp. Content creators jumped into it almost immediately. Clips got posted from Stable, Ronaldo, and others reacting live to the games. Fortnite recap channels broke down the match point by point, comparing builds, aim, and decision making between these two of them. So here's the truth behind all of that. There's no beef here, no call outs, no bad blood, no falling out. When you're actually watching two former rivals from the golden age of Fortnite coming back together for one nostalgic showdown, giving fans exactly what they used to love watching years ago. It says a lot of that all these years, people still care much about watching these two go head to head. That's not drama, that's just two legends of the game, giving the community something else that gets excited over and over again. So that's a real story behind Myth and Tfue. No lawsuits between them, no fights, just one of the biggest rivalries in Fortnite history. Not just Ninja versus Tfue, but picking it back up where it left out. If you caught on any of the July 24th, 2026 matches live, let us know who do you think takes the whole first to 50. And if you were around back in 2018 watching these two duke out their whole lobby for the first time, you already know how special this moment was. Thanks. That's the video. Thanks for watching. Like and sub and comment down below what you guys think.